welcome to City Skylines with me, the Emil. This is actually a game I've been waiting a lot to play and actually to record while playing because I actually enjoy this game very much. I always been a big SimCity fan, but with the latest SimCity, my childhood was almost destroyed. The game was terrible, but this game, City Skylines, it's what SimCity should have been. The huge maps, the modding community, you have developers that listens to us, the paying users, the players. So it's a lot of fun. So I'm actually looking forward to this. So don't be mad if I'm not doing everything perfectly or optimized for the best most possible to get most people in the city. I build stuff because it's fun. This is the way it looked nice, or the way I wanted it. So, but let's start. First of all, let's see what kind of mods I have on. You have hardcore, ultimate money, unlock. I don't use those. I think the game, as it should be, you have a normal difficulty. You have to earn money, and you have to unlock different things on the way. I will tell you when we start the game. Mods I have actually used is the one that gives me access to all the space, the whole map, not only a certain amount of tiles that you can buy, but the whole map. Also has something called ground level camera, but I chose to turn it off because I'm not going to use it while recording, or I can turn it on when needed to. Automatic bulldozing helps when, to keep control of the city. You don't have to micromanage it with destroying buildings that just damaged in fires or dead people. Traffic report tool helps just figure out where is the traffic is coming from, where it's going, and to see where you can have traffic jams or bottlenecks. So let's start. New game. You have different maps to choose from. You can even download maps, and also there's actually a special tool. You have a world map. You can just select anywhere you want, and you have a map editor that will generate the map for you. I've downloaded Stavanger regions, part of Norway, where I live. It's fun. Also have all the standard maps. And on each map you have information of natural resources, ore, oil, farming, forestry, water, what kind of connections you have. Typical information for this type of city building games. So let's select one. I think this one will be good. You have a little bit of all. You have all type of connections. As the intro have maybe already told you, I decided to call this Groove City due to the music in the intro, since I made the intro before the game. So before recording. So let's start. So welcome into the game. Okay, I just want to pause this. Hello, blah blah blah, yeah, whatever. So this is the game. Looks nice, feels good. You can almost smell the green trees and the mist in the background. Anyway, so this is one tile, and this could actually be the whole map of the old SimCity game. But the good thing is you can actually, when you unlock, you have milestones. You unlock more. So when you reach 500 people living, you can do taxations, you can do garbage services, healthcare. You see the buildings unlocking. So they won't ask for this kind of service before you reach that milestone. Same with when you need 1000, you can unlock another area. You can get new features, other services, and goes on. Actually, I think all the way up to 80,000. Now you can get all there. This is the part where my mod kicks in. But so at the moment, we can't buy any more tiles. But we have to build something first. This will be suffice and enough space, for at least 10 minutes. And I think don't misunderstand me. You will not manage to fill this square in 5 minutes or an hour. My previous city, I've been playing it for days and I haven't filled half the map. You don't have the problem that you have in SimCity. You end up doing Tetris, trying to make everything fit. There's actually you have room to build, to be artistic and have fun. So this is the main access point for at least this tile. You will not have traffic problems, not at the same scale as other games. I have to start stopping saying the name of that game, but everyone knows who it is. You will not have traffic stocked all the way to the end of the map, unless you're very, very bad at city planning. So let's start. We will do. Yeah, that's one thing. That's one thing that's wrong with the game. You have to build a little road, and suddenly everything unlocks. Devs, fix please. So now we can demolish this one, and we can build. I want to do. Let's see. We can do. We have different. You can have straight roads. You can get curved roads, free-forming roads. Which is actually quite nice to get some artistic feeling. But at the moment, I just want to make a roundabout-ish looking a roundabout. If game won't let me. That was bad planning. You don't have to be afraid that it looks bad at the start. It will always do look a little bad, but at least hopefully we get traffic flowing. And I will fix this most likely multiple times before I leave this area and disappear somewhere in the far end of the map. So, but at least this will help. So now I use straight roads. So we have free-forming, but also as you can see you have segments. You can choose to use the segments the game gives you, which actually could be, it can be very helpful just at the start at least. I like free-forming, but okay, let's see how this works. And just moving, where's our money? Yeah, it's still good. And I guess all the other people are like saying, don't do that, that looks terrible. I don't care. This is my city and I will form it like I want to. So, I think that will be our living area of the town. And now we need some industry. So we use the free-forming road. See how that works. I think this is actually good. I like this tool. Gives me a freedom I like. To form things and kind of artistic feeling. You get the picture. So when it comes to zoning, you have low density resident, you have high density, sorry, commercial, high commercial, industry, and office zones. Industry zones, you can do districts. You can specify that it will be, for example, farming, or forestry, or just plain industry, dirty, bad industry. So when you're zoning, you can do the fill, the marquee, the actual small brush or large brush. It actually have good options to do your little twist on everything. It's your choice. So let's see, we should have some blue buildings, maybe not directly in the roundabout, but say a little bit around. Okay, fuck it, like this. Rest will be green. We'll do a little osh. This. I built in the roundabout that we can fix. So I did a little bit too much. T-zone. I will remove these ones and these ones. Then, like all cities, we need power. And actually, wind power is actually work quite nice here. So when pressing power, like wind power, you will get small dark areas, which tells you where you can get the most wind. You also have these ones, which are advanced wind turbines, which can place on water. So at the beginning we use these ones. Here's a dark, nice area. You can also see moving around. You can see estimated production 3. Here's 7. So that's good. I think we can do with. Okay, let's build 2. Just to have some power to grow, let the city grow. And we need water. One thing that's important in this game is you see in the river and all the way out to the sea the arrows. So in the beginning you have a water pump and you have water draining pipe. If you place it above, it will actually puke out poo. It's waste, it's sewage. So it will pump back up and into the city, so you're actually feeding them poo. They will be sick and there's just, yeah, turns out nasty. So we should place it a little bit down, and later in the game, so you have pumping in and then sewage underneath your intake. Later you will have water treatment plants, which will of course be much better for the environment and makes people happy and less sickness. But let's start. Proceed to start somewhere. Mother Nature will fix the rest. Even though most likely the water will look like poo. Same color as poo in a while. So, and also these need power, so we will do this and this. And because I'm in the artistic corner, I think it's nice to have like a road, so it seems like people actually drive there to do maintenance. Yep, there we go. Like you see, the rest of things like healthcare, police, education, transport are grayed out. That's because, like I told you, we need to unlock it. We need 500 people to get elementary school, medical, and landfill. Then we'll get fire department, police, and etc. etc. Yeah, also we can build elevated roads. I forgot to show you that. When you select and move, you press shift. No, it wasn't shift. Oh, they changed it. Page up and page down. Okay. Here we go. You can also go underneath. When the game was new, that feature wasn't there. And when it came, you think I used shift. I'm pretty sure I used shift. But I haven't been able to play it in a while. Yeah. I'll just get this city up and running. Then I will stop the recording, let it grow, earn some money, and then come back so we actually have some money to play with and show and build more, so you don't have to wait to watch. But let's start up the time and see what happens. Also, yeah, you have the little bird. It tells you 90% crap and 10% good information. So like green energy was an excellent choice, good. But yeah, it's kind of, from time to time it can become annoying, that little bird. So let's zoom in and see what happens in our little city. Buildings are coming up. Industry is still no go. Well, okay, we can speed up a little bit. Let's see what happens. Yeah, city's growing. We're losing money. Excellent. We have 18 people living. Weekly change actually is growing and growing. People is asking for water because it's just one house that doesn't have water, which is so damn typical. It would be nice to earn some money. Let's see, but we can't do the taxes yet. It's actually stuck at, that's a budget, no taxes. So the game is actually built, so most likely you cannot fail. You should be able to get 500 people before you go bankrupt. You can also see the progress. And of course, taxation is a good thing, and also loans if you suddenly want to build something huge. At the moment, for me, I think just getting more houses and maybe a police station and clinic, especially clinic, would be a nice thing. Happiness is actually nice to follow. You have more different options to see. You can do the electricity power grid overview layer, the water one, happiness. For some reason, people are unhappy. You can see the amount of workers, uneducated, educated, well educated, high educated. Of course, when you get the high density commercial zones and also industry and office zones, you need more well educated people. Thereby, you need schools, universities, and the whole circle goes around. Wind turbines, here you can see calm to strong. Also the strength. And you have traffic. And that brings me to the traffic tool, which I like very much. So to whoever who built it, thank you very much. You press here, you get the magnifying glass, and you select a road. And it will show you where the traffic comes from, where it's going. So when you get big cities and maybe a shitty bottleneck and lots of traffic and traffic jams and a good story, then you can use it to figure out a good solution. Maybe you can have a shortcut or divide traffic. Maybe do the roads just one directional. You have one-way roads, I think is the proper term. When you get more, for example, 6-lane roads, as in glass, these can also be one way. And you also have motorways, which is also one way. It gives you options to direct traffic where you like it to be, to ease up and make it easier on the roads. And my brain didn't work there, sorry. So, starting to look nice. We reached 272. Seems to have stopped. Why has it stopped? It says we need more commercial. I think in the building we'll put up the speed again. Okay, at least we will get to 500 before I plan to stop recording and earn money. Is there any more to show you at the moment? Just like an introduction. Yeah. Good start is never go use all the money. You just start small and build. Don't go into a huge economical crack at the first 5 minutes of the game. I have managed to put my city in debt, almost like Greece. Sorry the pun. But recovered. Just takes a lot of time. Sitting watching a screen and not able to do anything. Oh, getting closer, getting closer. Oh, come on. Then we can just show you how the milestone work. Ah, there we go. Congratulations. We now have taxes, garbage, healthcare, and education. So that means people now want this. So you can just build it right away. First up, healthcare, medical clinic. You also have cemeteries or crematoriums, so kind of death care. When the city gets bigger, and that's actually very important, because if people die and nobody comes to pick them up, it stinks, and people move out of your building and it gets demolished, which is bad. For example, when your whole city is abandoned because of smell and dead people. So school, let's have a go. That should be good. And also landfill. At the moment we have only landfills, which should be replaced by incinerator plants, because landfills makes pollution and people don't like it, and it's just bad. So, but we have to build one. And you have cars, actually 15 cars driving, picking up trash. I think I can now open the trash view. Not much trash has been, oh, let's see. Oh, that's what pollution. I thought we had one for trash. There we go. Oh, sorry, a bit tired. So, this house has trash and needs to be picked up. So, most likely one of the cars is already on this way. And at the moment, we have a weekly income, which is positive, and we have a weekly change in the population with 20. Maybe we'll stop. We have demand for resident, commercial, and industry. So I will work a little bit on this, earn some money, and then I will start recording again. Thank you for joining me this far. If you have any questions or comments, put them in the comment section below. I have to figure out the name for it, like this. Put it in the sewers underneath the city. And see you next time.